Alright, there we go. There we go. Why can I not see the chat here? 1 second. Howdy, Xavier. Hey, I am good to see you both. Alright. God, it's the middle of the night, too. Yeah, let's reset this. Get some of this fog rift fort thing. Loki, chat's not real. Yeah, I know, but, you know, let me indulge my delusions, okay? Just give me, like, an hour of Seath. Is that all I ask? Plagues of my mind. Why does it happen with this one? Isn't this the second time, like, that one specifically hasn't worked? Am I crazy? I could've swear there was one inside here for some reason. I'm really am losing it. Okay. I will kill myself just to make sure I get this daytime, so... Are you gonna make this easy for me or not? Hope things have been okay for you, Loki. Oh my, this weekend has been long and tedious, but I'm starting to get back into the swing of things today. Alright, this is how you want to play it. Very well. Oh, I'm not dead. There we go. Yeah, so it's been pretty aight. But it's fine. I've suffered worse. Why is it Liurnia weather here? Oy, oy, oy. At least it isn't terrible, yeah. It could be so much worse, right? Gotta feel blessed every day to be alive, that's for sure. Now let's get closer. Alright, so we locked that in place. Wait, why am I opening this? No, no, don't open that. That's bad. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Get out of here, Elgato. I don't need you right now. Yeah, I'm glad to be okay too. Don't worry, guys. It wasn't anything that crazy. It's just it's hectic. Sometimes life throws you curveballs, you know? And then you just gotta learn how to deal. I like this. This is a good shot. Sometimes life is the biggest hater. That's a great way to think about it, right? But you know, we all have our crosses, as they say. I don't think we need anything like that. Just gotta make sure that, you know, there's nothing like not loading in properly or some crap. I think this is fair. You could probably also get away with this. Okay, I'd have to actually, like, go in there and really, you know, clean house. What was it Night Scout said? These look like it's just like a weird reflection or something in the shade. It's not two different colors. Yep. Just a weird little reflection on how it curves, you know? What's the subject today? Oh, I'm just wanting to do some casual shots. I was looking at a few places. Like, I'm missing this fort. Obviously, that's a huge hole I noticed in my files. I still have to go through, like, the entire southern Cerulean coast area. That's because there's a lot of things, yep. God bless them. Truly. I mean that for all of you. I mean, I don't know, chat. Let me put it at night. Maybe I'll feel better about it. Should we go back to Rolana's boss room and take a picture of the new chair they added? That is true. That is true. That exists now. Do I like it? Nah, I think I like it like this more. Yeah, I think I like this more. Yeah. 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 Why are they holding a torch in daytime? Shake my head. Listen, I've given up with trying to rationalize why NPCs have torches during broad daylight, right? Like, I just kind of accepted that the developers didn't want to go to the added trouble to make it where they only pull out the torches at night, because then that creates weird balancing things, I guess, even though the whole point is supposed to be night is more dangerous. So why can't you make the stupid fucky-wucky torches that have the most bullshit hitbox in the entire game actually, you know, be taken out only at nighttime when, you know, it would make sense to use them? I don't know. I really don't. What can I say? Why was a chair added for Rolana? So she could sit in it. The obvious purpose would be so that way they could reflect how it is in, with the circle of chairs in the similar moon pool thing at, Karya Manor, right? So it's like, okay, there, it's like, oh, all the Karyans would, you know, sit together in a circle in their little kumbaya as they perform weird moon shit. But now it's Rolana all by herself, right? So the chair adds that sort of sense of isolation she has, cut off from the rest of her family in order to quote-unquote be with Mesmer, and yet she's still taking part in this thing because she hasn't, you know, it's not like she's rejected her Karyan heritage, right? Now you could say, well, that's shown with everything else in the boss fight, but it's like, yeah, but you know, it's nice to have that little extra, right? Like, I appreciate them including that. They didn't have to do it, but it's nice. Alright, so here's my question, chat. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Misbegotten or Hornsent? I honestly don't know how I feel about these specific guys, right? Right? So we have these guys up here, right? Next to the Misbegotten. So it's like, okay, Misbegotten, obviously. Then you have the cave where you get the item and stuff. So it's like, okay, Misbegotten, not here. Where is it? Here, right? Somewhere here's the cave. Yeah, here. So Rivermouth Cave here. So it's like, that's Misbegotten. So do we think these are Misbegotten too? I mean, we got Misbegotten here around these ruins, but like, that's the closest we got? One person moon cult. It always goes back to the cults. She needed a seat. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about these guys here, because now it's got in my brain that we have to start thinking, okay, well, what were these guys originally? Were they Mesmer people? Were they Misbegotten? Were they Hornsent? Like, what's causing these enemies to be placed here? Now, it could be that it could be, you know, any of the above, and Miyazaki and company aren't specific in every instance of which one it should be, right? Oh my god. Why doesn't this work? Why? I don't know why it's this one. I hope the others are still working. I'd say Hornsent, their bone structure looks more human-like than Misbegotten. No, that's the thing, Pastor. All of them are the same model, but we have different rationales for them. So, the ones over here, the lore reason and everything in the environmental storytelling tells you these are the villagers of the Prospect Town, Hornsent villagers, who were worshipping, I forget, is it like over here, the little land god over here? And that they found the Formless Mother in the land god's blood, I guess, that was there, and then they started worshipping it, and then they became, you know, these Formless Mother, you know, freaking naked mole rats here. But the ones up here are all you know, it's made clear by the lore we get from the Rivermouth Cave specifically that these are all, and again by the environmental storytelling, that these are misbegotten, transformed. So they use the same model regardless. The question is, in this specific context, which would it be? Is what I'm saying. Because I could see it going either way. Like, you have all these guys strung up right nearby, right? So you could be like, oh, these are maybe some survivors who, before they were properly, you know, thrown up here on the spears or whatever, they saw the blood dripping or down, and then they, you know, they do it. Or maybe you could argue Mesmer soldiers, while they were doing the stringing up, they found the blood, and then they, adopted it, right? Like, I am very curious what the developer's intent was for these specific ones. Can someone, like, check their character IDs from the files? That wouldn't help, because this has to do with the lore. It has nothing to do with the models. This is what I'm saying, guys. It's the same models. It's just being recontextualized based on the environmental storytelling and whatever, like, lore text we have for it. Except we don't got any lore text beyond what I've already mentioned for those two disparate examples. So that leaves a lot of questions. Oh. I didn't realize I didn't go in here. Spelldrake Talisman 3. Well, that adds to the indication of Banished Knights being here, that's for sure. Can't be more vague from FromSoft, huh? Yep, nope. Notice how the pikes Mesmer used to impale people do not in any sense resemble the fire among thorn things in the mountaintops? Yes, they do not. They're their own thing in Mesmer's context. Oh. What context would be the ones in the fissure that spew sleep mist? The ones in the fissure. You mean at the Rao base in terms of the fissure, or in terms of like up here on the upper side around the fissure? Just to clarify. Because that's also would be a question, is what about these ones up here? I would lean toward Hornsent for the ones in the Rao ruins, because we have so many Hornsent scholars and stuff. I can only imagine it'd be like, oh no, well they were getting slaughtered, allegedly, by Mesmer's forces and stuff. Some of them, you know, turned into that. They survived. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Alright, so we lock this here. Let's see if we can get both of these guys in the light. Yeah, we can. It's not even that hard. Okay. Beautiful. Many people still insist Mesmer impaled the dead giants in the mountain drops. Drives me nuts. Yeah, I don't understand that other than the impaling thing, which doesn't mean much. It's like, really? You think that the guy known as the Impaling Lord couldn't have learned his craft from his mom or something? Or taken it from the existing practice like we see with crucifixion and stuff? Like, I mean, I would agree with them if they could date the giant war to like after Mesmer had grown up and stuff, but like the events are really far apart. And the way that everything's set up now, I'm 90% sure now that Mesmer is born after the giant war takes place. Oh, fun thing I learned, apparently the Shadow Tree sorceries count as aberrant sorceries and benefit from the staff and Aldrich set. Oh, cool! Cool, that's some neat little bonus trivia that could be relevant. the Trina area. Oh, that Fisher. Right, right. I'm thinking of the Rao Fisher. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I legit don't know. Because we see just skeletons, right? So it would have to be something that would be alive down there. That's not the putrescence or anything, right? Unless Formless Mother is that good. She can turn, like, that freaking blob stuff into fully, you know, formed organic life forms again. But, I guess the best argument would have to be followers of Mikola or something that followed him there. Because there's also the troll and stuff. So it's very clear, like, we have the troll throwing the magic pot, or was it a sleep pot? I can't remember which one it was, but right, like, we have the troll there, and it's very obvious that it seems like Mikola and you wanted Trina sealed there intentionally. So I would hazard a guess that would have to be people who came with Mikola, so they would have to be human. But then I would have to question why they would then reject Mikola or at least in seemingly reject Mikola and, like, embrace Formless Mother then. Like, what did they find down there that was like, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess being left down there, essentially abandoned by your god. I guess you could also say it's just Trina worshippers who were left to go, or maybe gathered there. It's so weird because there's the barrier that Mikola puts up. I don't think there's a good explanation to say, oh, you know, between the time that, you know, like, you may have found the barrier, and the barrier breaks, a bunch of people showed up, and then they went through all this horde transformation and crap. While your god's like, really? That's a lot of events to condense in, like, the middle of our adventure. I don't know. Unless Trina visited them in their sleep and they were trying to find Trina. Yeah, that's the yeah. Again, that was one of the ideas I had. I was like, there's the barrier thing, and again, the best explanation for that would be, oh, well, you know, it's NPCs. They find ways to get around all sorts of stuff in these games, right? Like, you shouldn't think about it, right? It's more so for the players and things. But it's really weird because that barrier is something that the game really does highlight and tries to do it to gatekeep you and would theoretically gatekeep other people besides just you, so. Yeah, that's what makes it weird. This is just a random, yeah, this is just one thing where it's like, I'm just gonna leave my dick here or some shit. Alright. Where else are they? I guess we can get them there, that's for sure. I want to get some of them, though, at the upper Rao thing, now that I've been thinking about it. You think putrescent counts as death sorceries? I would not be surprised. But that would be cool to get a confirmation on. That mixture of the blue and black definitely seems intentional. I think I saw something in the Discord. People were talking about Renala and Mesmer being married, which I have personally no opinion on. I'd want to, like, have to, like, really look at all the evidence again and think on that. But it would make sense, at least as allies, for them to create a banner, I guess, that would just reflect that. It's kind of weird because Castle Ensis feels like such a small piece. I mean, granted, it's supposed to be like a really big castle and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know. It feels smaller to me than Stormvale and stuff, so maybe it's actually bigger, and I'm just not remembering correctly. I think last protagonist is something suggested they were married. I think. Cool to see what. Cool to see that Protag's putting vids out. Wonder which. Wonder what he was looking for that, because I can't remember off the top of my head, but it could be something that's a euphemism that I didn't immediately pick up on. I'd have to look it over again. Maybe over here? I really don't remember where we have the... Yeah, we got Horn Sent people here. Yeah, the lighting issues are going to be so obnoxious. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was over here. Because didn't I go down a lift after killing the hippo guy? Ah! There you are. Of course. Of course. Of course our man has the ×5 going for him. Think it might be her swords? I just remember it saying that this was the only time that, that Sword and Moon were together. I mean, I guess you could take that as, like, together, sure. But I understood that simply to refer to a general alliance. Like I said, I have to look at the... at his vid and the evidence he lays out for that. Yeah, I think these would have to be, I think these have to be Hornsent Scholars. Right? Because it's limited to a section of the ruins that are very easy to miss, I suppose, compared to everything else we see. We don't see any Shadow Hornsent here, right? Even just, like, you know, around. But we do see Rot Dogs. I think these are Rot Dogs, at least, right? Alright. Alright. Chat. This annoys me immensely, so... No, but last time we tried this, we didn't fix it, did we? Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. Do another of this cannibalism shtick. I'm seeing the misbegotten qualities in them too, especially the legs. I suppose, I'll be honest, I think they were designed independently, and then they kind of, like, went back and said, you know what, we're just gonna apply this thing as it being, like, okay, it doesn't matter if you were human, misbegotten, horn scent, whatever, right? Like, you could transform into this just for, like, existing. Oh, no, the problem is the stupid fog they have for this game. It makes it really obnoxious. I wonder if it's only the horn scent version of the pet dogs. I don't recall. Do we see dogs in Ballarat or stuff like that? Because I don't remember what pet dogs was like the standard in the horn scent areas we went to. Huh. Alright. Xavier, was it you who mentioned there's a big boss, too, that can give you stuff in this area? The shadow people wandering outside have pet dogs, I think. Yeah, but aren't they shadow dogs? You know what? I guess that makes sense, though, right? Because if these are scholars who manage to survive, right, then their dogs might become shadow and stuff. I'm starting to think the shadow thing is just like, you're burned by Mesmer's flame, but it leaves like a kind of afterimage type thing, right? Like the darkness, for whatever reason, encapsulates and like revives your soul, I guess, as like a shadow print. So you can kind of become like a ghosty, essentially. I assume that's how it is. Because I still don't know how ghosts and stuff work in this series, so why not? Why not have weird shadow ghosts now? There's a chief near the spirit spring, near the fire golem. Oh, is that it? Maybe I've already killed him then. I didn't realize that was a chief or not. I know I've run past those guys quite a bit, so... Well, I think that's it for this section, so we might as well go there now, right? Oh, no, that's too far. Here... I think it's this one. They respawn. I think. Yeah. So I definitely wouldn't have noticed the difference, even if I did meet and kill them. There's also a chief in the cave near the misbegotten blood fiends. Oh, is that the one that's just smashing away at the... Oh, okay. I have no idea what the chiefs look like then. I have no idea how to distinguish them. Is it just a moveset thing? Is it just one of those things where it's like, oh, they use, like, weird blood magic attack. They're a chief. There we go. There we go. They're bigger and have a unique moveset. Gotcha. I want to get up here. No, 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 go back inside. I liked you better when you were inside. I liked it better when I were looking at you from in there. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I don't think I like that with the angle, though. I think that ruins it. Yeah. The problem with me, I'm wanting to get multiple shots in chat. The problem with me... There we go. Alright, several options. You think the fire's deadly sin condition might have to do with Melina and or Mesmer? It's found near Dominula? It has no sigil, so I would be hesitant to associate it with any particular faction. I feel like it might just be a generic fire thing that you would associate with the prophets. Because it has to do... You have to remember, it's the wandering artist at a location where people have died or been buried, right? That's sort of the idea, is that where you are died and buried is your quote-unquote last moments of what you quote-unquote see, right? In your your death, quote-unquote. So it's like, that seems to always be the idea, is that whatever is being looked at, or whatever's in the area where you are looking from, is where the relevant item becomes attached. So in this case, we're at Dominula, where we know a bunch of men and stuff get captured and killed, and they're not necessarily all insiders and things, like the spirit we see there is. So I could totally believe it's just a more powerful version of the fire incantations we see prophets wield, because, you know, their whole prophecy vision thing they see for whatever reason, right? And that in the course of that, they end up in Altus, you know, Holy Land and all that, but then they get captured at Eden at Dominula, right? And then the Wandering Artist is capturing that moment there, and then obviously draws the portrait of what he sees at the Fortified Manor, which is at the foot of the Erd Tree, which is what the prophets foresee being burned. If that makes sense. Also, correct me if I'm wrong, do we get the prophet attire at the Capital Outskirts merchant? There's the whole prophecy thing I don't super understand. Yeah, I just sort of accept it. It's like, okay, yeah, visions and prophecies, like, surely. There's I think Elden Ring is the most high fantasy that any of Miyazaki's games have ever gotten. Like, it's just one of those things where I'm just willing to accept it, where it's like, okay, yeah, this is a thing. Like, there's all this stuff that in Dark Souls, I could very reasonably root it into the cosmology of the world and, like, the rules of the world, be like, yeah, that makes sense. In Elden Ring, I'm not at that level where I can say if that's even possible. Like, it could literally just be, you know what, Greater Will decided those people, for whatever reason, needed to get some backstory. I completely forgot about this guy here. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, the Lingdell merchants. Okay, so that adds to my point. I think that definitely adds to my point, then. I wasn't even thinking about the Lingdell merchant when I said that. But yeah, now that's come to mind. Why are you deloading? That's weird. Like, why? I don't get it. Damn, no. Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I think this can work, though. I like this one. I like it. Let's do another one, just, There we go. Oh, you're talking about, we were talking about your thoughts on the banner, the banner with the divide between black and white at Mesmer's fortresses and stuff, Night Scout. Yes, the profit gears from the merchant northwest of Lane Dell near the graveyards and those that live in death. Yeah. Erdtree burning is not really a prophecy in the traditional sense. Odds are someone who dislike enough will burn it eventually and all ages come to an end. Yes, but the problem is that the prophet stuff and just the nature of the incantations we get tells us that someone's actually seeing a prophecy of it being burned. Now, is it the exact burning as we witness in the game? I don't know. I'm just saying, though, it's like there's something going on there. Someone's getting some kind of weird sight or future sight or, like, some dream, or you can argue false memories or what. Like, and you'd have to come up with reasons why that's a thing. Erdtree burn, let's see, anything, okay, no, I got it all. Yeah, we're not gonna get more stuff there. I don't think there's any other notable bits of these guys here. Let's see. Worships? No. I think we got some good shots of that, right? Oh, what would be another cool thing to take a look at here? I guess we could always get more Jagged Peak stuff. I'll be honest, I know why they went with Jagged Peak. It's probably the best localization choice. I still would have liked if they called it Mount Giza. But again, that's just my ancient Egypt tologist brain. Like going, oh, Giza! But no, it's better if they go with Giza, like, you know, serrated, jagged, right? It's better, it's just like, oh man. I guess the Fisher. Yeah, St. Trina's over here, right? I guess. There we go, even better. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Got a very clear, oh, I love that shot. Alright. I think the boat coffin with the hole is the one you jump down to the boss fight room. Yeah, let's look at that. So we can get a good look, see if there's anything interesting inside. You know what's nice about some of these areas, chat? It doesn't matter what I do at the time of day, so I don't have to even think about if I can get a better one. Okay, game, sure. Whatever you say, Miyazaki. There we go. Oh, isn't that a good shot, though, chat? I love it. Like, maybe this one might beat it, but it's really... I don't know. I think the other one higher up, it's got a certain majesty to it. There's a flower mural in Farm Azula similar. I think you're thinking of the flower mural that's copy pasted from Archdragon Peak, right? Yeah, we see that specifically. We see that exact same one used with Marika, and then the Horn Scent in Belorat use a similar image in their stage area where you fight the Lion Dancer boss, and then the and then it extends all the way up to Anir Elim. I don't remember if it's used anywhere inside, though, the actual dungeon area. No, not the circular image. It's like a lotus. I'd have to take a look then, because then I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Anything else I'm really crazy about? I mean, I guess. There's a lot more of these coffins than I remember. I mean, I get it, they're spilling out all the putrescents and stuff, but like, wow. Wow, they just slapped a whole lot of them down here, huh? Just gonna hide my character behind a little wormy boy. Oh, you know what I never noticed? Is that putrescent stuff in the background. Huh. Okay. Now it's proper. That shot wasn't looking good before. Now it looks great. Alright, let's look over here. Yuck. Yeah, I didn't even notice this, but yeah, they really do show it off, huh? I think you can see it easily on the coffin right next to the first grace. There we go. See all that purple syrupy stuff coalescing. Then it's just regular ravine. Oh god, we went ultra low poly there for a second. Oh. It's not loaded yet, huh? Oh, let's get a shot of you. Alright. Is the room with Trina open to the top of the fissure? Could Mikola have actually tossed her straight down there? I don't know. I'd actually have to... we have to go to that grace point, because I don't know where that area is relative to everything else. So I'd actually have to, like, take a look. Ooh. don't know. I think I like this better. Looks like Vare's just meeting up with some random soldier there. I wonder, can you see the same stuff here? No, not from this angle at least. Maybe down there they have the same thing. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Yeah, that. Okay. Got like a tree thing here. That looks vaguely familiar. Some guy here doing his garden work, I guess. Got the people with the hands up like, I didn't do it. I wasn't involved. This wasn't me. These look like stock assets from like Mayan ruins or something. Alright. Cool, Leo. Ooh. This is a really good look compared to that. Oh, look, you can see, like, some... It looks like maybe a winged animal or something there. And you got, like, I guess this guy's, like... Or an animal is fighting it off? I don't know. I don't know. Again, how closely should we actually be looking at this crap? I don't know. Can you get closer to that one boat so the inside of the hole will load? You mean, this one over this way? I thought the hole was, already loaded when I had adjusted things already, but... Sure, we can head over there. Yeah, I think it's already loaded here. I'm not sure if the other side, has anything. Yeah, I'm struggling here. I'm struggling. Hey, what if the putrescence belongs to those gods who left those ruins? You never know. Maybe that's the origin of the ancient dynasties. I don't know. Well, sort of looks like an armored guy fighting like a snake. I was thinking more of like a griffin or something, but... It does load. I've taken a picture. Okay, sure. I don't know from where exactly then it would cause it to load. Because, like, I'm pretty close here, right? Oh, now, okay, I see what you mean. And the stuff's actually animated now. Okay, we'll retake the pics then. Yeah, they actually give this thing, like, an interior look. I'm not sure if that was the play. Especially considering they make it, like, solid stone at various portions, but alright. Yeah, you're only supposed to get a peek, for sure. Yeah, if I was a hole straight through, but okay. It is how they want to do it. It is what it is, right? Amazed they only had it be for the one, though. I guess that's all they really need, right? But you think, like, with all the coffins and stuff, you'd have more of this stuff leaking out. It almost makes it look like it's just the one coffin, or maybe that is it. No, because all the coffins are supposed to be sealed for that reason, right? So it should be more than just these. Yeah. There we go. Man, they're a lot paler than I remember them, huh? Like, they kind of look creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Also, what the hell is up with your sword? It looks normal at some angles, and then it's from some. I don't remember that shield having anything special about it, right? I'm gonna take a shot just in case, but I don't remember that being like a lore specific shield. Oh yeah, of course. I forgot the massive putrescence. I don't remember how else this is supposed to connect. Okay. Ah! Well! These guys look different from the typical skeletons, but they don't revive when killed with Radic stuff, not counting Marika's hammer. So you mean, with the holy weapons, right? So they function the same as regular skeletons. I don't remember you. This guy's in Hornset. He's normal. He's dressed like a monk and stuff. Okay, yeah, this tells me that definitely Mikola must have brought some followers, or some followers came in. I don't know when Mikola did the seal on Trina or whatever, but one way or another, some people following after Mikola ended up in here, and then they must have been the ones who ended up becoming Formless Mother after they found how he discarded Trina and stuff, right? There we go. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, because he's right next to these guys, so... Yeah. Alright. Alright, I see how it all comes together. Let's try to backtrack from here. Or more dry leaf sect guys followed him? Is that the dry leaf sect closed in any way? That I'm not sure about. That I do not recall. Am I crazy? Alright, let's go from here, because that's near where my, like, stuff is dropped, but... Not Dane's outfit, but the dry leaf sector monks. I'm curious if that's a specific, outfit in-game. Because if it is, that might help with narrowing it down, or at least getting an idea of what Miyazaki and Co. are going for. Because, like I said, it has this sort of, like, monk look to it. Man, what a shocker, chat. More grave glove wart. I could never have imagined. There we go. There we go. Fun fact, the Lion Eye Misbegotten here does the same skill as the Crusader, but with a Halig Tree Sigil and throws a ring... Wait, there's a... Oh, you know what? I do vaguely recall that. Damn. I do vaguely recall that. Where the hell did I see it, though? Oh, that's gonna bug me. I can't remember if it was at this grace point or if it was earlier. But yeah, if he does that with the ring projectiles, then yeah, he has to be some kind of Mikola follower here. Okay, yeah, that's what makes the most sense with all these. All right, I'm gonna move here. Yeah, I'm not sure if the grace point here is important or if it's just the general facing for Trina and stuff. There we go. Perfect. These animals drop the Trina Burgeon, by the way. You mean the blood? Oh, they're sleeping. They're 100% sleeping. Okay. They're definitely here because of Trina, then. One way or another. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Can birds close their eyes? Like when they sleep? Yeah, because this eagle doesn't, but I vaguely recall maybe that certain birds, at least birds of prey, don't, and I don't remember if that's true or not. These guys look like they have their eyes closed, though. Are these normal animals with extra horns? I don't see any extra horns on any of them. These all look like they're normal to me. Yeah. They all look like they're normal. They don't have any of the extra little horny bits that we expect from the ones up top. So they've eaten her blood plants and have passed... Oh, I see what you're going... Okay, yeah. I suppose that would make sense. It's just really weird how it's like a very specific like formation, right? It's not like a messy thing leading up to it or what have you, or just scattered about. Another one of these guys. All right. Alright. Alright, where is this? Relative to where we were earlier. Or is it the same thing? So... Oh! We're on the exact one that's dripping the putrescence. Okay. Okay. Alright. So it's not just random landmark. It's actually... Okay, they're marking this as like, this is where you're going. So this exact one is where the putrescence drops down. And okay. I want to retake that shot I took earlier then. Looks like they were trying to portray the crater with the light coming from it. Just looked really weird. Alright. Okay.